The US Space Agency has definitely not been coming slow. It previously claimed that soon they'd be able to look back in time, back to the creation of the universe, but that's not all. With the invention of the James Webb Space Telescope, we might just be able to peek into the lives of our next door alien neighbors. That is, if there is any at all. Watch this video till the very end to find out how. The James Webb Space Telescope is the successor to the beloved Hubble Space Telescope and might just prove to be a life-changer with its 6.5 golden mirror and susceptible cameras. Scientists say that it might be able to detect whether there are any signs of life in the planets orbiting the stars in other solar systems. But that doesn't mean that the creation of this telescope faced no challenges though. The project almost got cancelled by the US government back in 2011, and it ended up costing more than $10 billion, instead of the originally estimated $1 billion. Well, despite all the opposition and struggles, there are many astronomers that are thrilled about the launch of this telescope and have been working for the cause. The University of Washington team even proposed life detection observations using it. University of Washington astronomer Joshua Christensen, Totten, and his team have been looking for biosignatures, also known as signs of life, in the atmospheres of different planets that are orbiting stars nearby. They said that they might actually be able to do it in a couple of years from now. How, you might be wondering? Well, with the help of the James Webb Space Telescope, of course. It is so sensitive to light that it could be able to pick up the change of equilibrium in the atmosphere of the planet. The very same idea was proposed by earlier scientists, such as James Lovelock and Carl Sagan. Why has everyone been so hopeful about finding signs of life on other planets this way though? Well, one of the reasons may be that if all life on Earth disappeared, the many gases that are responsible for making up our atmosphere would go through different natural chemical reactions, and the atmosphere would completely change its chemical mixture. So far, it has been held away from that state because of the organisms of our planet expelling different waste gases into it while they live and breathe. That's why looking for signs of oxygen in the atmosphere of other planets has been considered a great way of finding life there as well. We can't make assumptions though, because life on other planets may not work according to the same biological rules as our own here on Earth. Therefore, being able to access the atmospheric chemical disequilibrium could be the key to finding strange alien life, or our very own friendly neighbors, however you want to think of it. Back to the working of the telescope. The chemical makeup of the atmosphere of a planet orbiting another star can be measured in light by carefully measuring the very minute decrease in starlight as the planet passes between the star and us during the planet's orbit. The gases present in the planet's atmosphere are responsible for the light reduction and make it vary in wavelength, color, and light. This helps to reveal information about how much of each of the chemicals are present in the atmosphere of the planet. Now that we know how the telescope is going to work, let's talk about the best place to look for signs of life besides our own planet. According to Mr. Christensen Totten, the data would be obtained if James Webb Space Telescope was to look at planets that are orbiting a small star, about the size of Jupiter, called TRAPPIST-1. It is almost 39.6 light-years away from our Sun, and caused a sensation in 2017 when it was newly discovered to host not one, not two, but 7 Earth-sized planets. Several of those planets possessed liquid water, and so the chances of them hosting life are potentially huge. And of course, it's going to be a tough nut to crack. Getting measurements from an extremely small signal is definitely not child's play, but Cornell University astronomer Professor Jonathan Lunine says that the expedition might really be done just by the help of JWST. Needless to say, he's been really excited about the prediction. Thanks for watching.